Hello students, I am Neeraj sir. How are you all? We are going to study general knowledge, know for sure. The next topic, that is awesome body facts. This topic is also very interesting and we will learn various new things in this lesson. Many things you have seen in your day-to-day life, but you don't know exactly why does this happen. So these all things we will learn in this lesson. So let us start. So these are the various things, or these are the various body parts: eyes, nose, tongues, vision, on which we are going to study. So let us start with the first, that is compound eyes. So these compound eyes are generally seen in insects. As you can see in the image, these compound eyes are looking spherical in nature, and these compound eyes are having thousands of lenses, and these are completely different from our simple eyes. These eyes can also detect ultraviolet rays, and these eyes cannot see red color, they can see bright colors like yellow and green. And these eyes can see 300 nearly 300 images in 1 second, but we are not able to see. And one more benefit of these eyes is that these eyes are having very wide angle, means they can look in all directions, but we cannot do it because our eyes are not that much spherical in shape. So these eyes can detect a small sense also. A small tiny movement also can be detected by these eyes. So due to these eyes are adaptation for these insects. These insects are protecting themselves as they can detect the small movement of other body parts or other living things. So that's why they are able to save themselves from the dangers, or they can escape from the danger areas. So that's why these compound eyes are one of their strong point. So this is extra information which is not given in textbook, which we have learned. So I hope you have understood this. So students, let us start the next topic, that is cat's eyes. Cat's eyes are very attractive and sometimes they are very scary. As you can see, many times cat's eyes are shown in horror movies for giving various effects. So let us see some interesting facts about cat's eyes. So first is, cats can't see in total darkness, but they see well in very low light. Second is that cats are not completely color blind, but their color vision is limited. So cats generally see color in much less intense hues than we do. Scientists believe that cats perceive blues and yellows fairly well, but they can't distinguish between reds and greens. And third fact is that cats' eyes see less detail than we do. It's not that cats are nearsighted. Nearsightedness is a vision problem that has to do with defects in shape of the lens of the eye. But that balance of rods and cones doesn't allow for good detail vision. Because cats have more rods and fewer cones than we do, they don't perceive things like leaves on trees or writing in books in the way that we do. Many researchers do, however, believe cats are far-sighted because the cat's lens doesn't change shape to compensate for focusing close-up, and they see best at a distance of 2 to 3 feet. Next interesting fact is that those vertical pupils aren't just for decoration. As you can see, the human beings are having circular pupils, but cats have vertical pupils. So these vertical pupils have special role. Cat and other animals that are active in the day and night have pupils shaped like a vertical slit, because that shape allows the pupil to change size much faster than the round pupils we humans have. The smaller the pupil, the less light come in. So our cats are much less likely to get blinded by sudden changes in the light levels than we are. So these are some interesting facts about cats. So let us start the next topic. So students, let us start the next topic, that is elephant. So which animal is largest living animal on land? It's elephant. But which elephant? African bush elephant. So this is one of the species of elephant which is largest living animal on land. As we have already discussed the largest living animal on earth. So if you consider earth, it will contain aquatic and land both. So largest living animal on earth is blue whale, but only if you consider for only land, it is elephant, and specifically African bush elephant. So let us see some interesting facts about elephant. So first is, it is many body parts in one, means various body parts of an elephant are joined together. For example, an elephant nose is joined with its upper lip, forming the trunk. An elephant sucks water through its trunk and uses it to pour water into its mouth or over its body to take a shower. Next interesting fact is that it has mighty muscles. An elephant's trunk has 8 major muscles on either side and 1,50,000 muscle bundles in all. It is so strong that it can push down trees and lift a whooping 7 lakh pounds. It's got the moves. Like the human beings, like the human tongue, the trunk is a muscular hydrostat. What is hydrostat? Hydrostat is a boneless muscular structure like tongue that allows for its excellent maneuverability. So maneuverability means what? It is the skill by which different animals can move their body parts and do various tasks. So this maneuverability is present in a human tongue. In the same way, this is present in the elephant's trunk. The next fact is that it possesses a phenomenal sense of smell. The upper nasal cavities have chemical and olfactory sensors in the form of millions of receptor cells. It's dynamo of hydro engineering. As you know that the trunk of elephant is used for various purpose. So the trunk may be most famous for its display of spray as it sucks up the water to drink and splash. But just how effective of a water tool is it? It can suck up to 10 gallons of water a minute and can hold up to 2 gallons of water at a time. And for the record, the elephant doesn't drink directly through the trunk, yet uses it so bring water to its mouth. So these are all the interesting, amazing facts of elephant. So students, you can see the next is proboscis. So this proboscis is a tube-like structure, like you use straw for drinking various drinks, for drinking cold drinks and other juices. So in the same way, some insects have inbuilt straws or inbuilt structure called as proboscis. So this proboscis is present in insects like mosquito, butterfly, etc. So butterfly are sucking the nutrition for nectar from the flower with the help of proboscis, and insects like mosquito are sucking our blood or other animals' blood with the help of this proboscis. So students, let us start the next topic, that is dog's noses. As you all know that dog's noses are very different from human beings and other animals. They have a strong sense of smell. That's why they are used for various military and police operations. So let us see some interesting facts about dog's noses. So first you should know what is olfactory receptor. These olfactory receptors are called as smell receptor, which are capable of binding odor molecules that plays a central role in the sense of smell. Means these olfactory receptors are kind of smell organs by which dogs smell, or any human being or any animal smell. So these, for one thing, that they possesses up to 300 million olfactory receptors in their noses compared to about 6 million in us. And part of a dog's brain that is developed to analyzing smells is proportionally speaking 40 times greater than ours. And dogs' noses also function quite differently than our own. So due to this large number of olfactory receptors, the dogs can smell different kind of scents. Now let us see some interesting facts about dog's nose. A dog's nose has two functions, smelling and breathing. Dogs have the ability to breathe in and out at the same time. Dogs have a special organ that gives them a second sense of smell. Dogs can smell the passage of time. Dogs' nose have evolved to help them survive. Dogs can smell up to 1 lakh times better than humans. Some breeds have better sense of smell than others. So these are various other interesting facts about dogs' noses. So next topic is hawks. So let us start this. Hawks are strong and powerful birds. There are more than 200 species of hawks worldwide. They are found on all continents except Antarctica. And students, hawks inhabit different types of habitats. Means they can live in different types of habitats. So example is marshes, forest, rainforest, mountains, coastal regions and deserts. Hawks are characterized by sharp talons, large curved bill and muscular legs. They have a lifespan of 10 to 20 years in the wild, but some hawks are having more lifespan than that. So students, hawks have excellent eyesight. They can see up to 8 times more clearly than the sharpest human eye. Eyesight is primarily used for hunting. So their eyesight is helping them to hunt their prey. Their hearing is acute, but their sense of smell is poor. Hawk species are known for their speed, particularly when chasing a prey during the hunt. Some species of hawks can dive 240 kilometers, that is 150 miles per hour, through the air. Hawks are able to catch a prey both in the air and on the ground. They use their sharp talons to both catch and kill the prey. Hawks eat small mammals such as mice, rats, squirrels and rabbits. They also eat insects, smaller birds, frogs, turtles and reptiles. Some hawks will eat snakes and crustaceans. So this is some information about hawks. I hope you have understood and enjoyed. So let us move forward. So students, let us understand the next topic, that is warm-blooded animals. So warm-blooded are those animals which can maintain a body temperature higher than their environment. Means if the outer temperature is lower, for example in Kashmir, Jammu Kashmir, then they can maintain their body temperature. Means they can increase their body temperature at their own. Means normally these type of animals are maintaining their metabolic processes due to this. So metabolic processes means what? Digestion, respiration, all processes are metabolic processes. So these warm-blooded animals are not getting affected by the outer temperature. Means their average body temperature remains constant. So this process is known as homeothermic, means same body temperature. So birds and mammals are warm-blooded animals. So human beings are also warm-blooded animals. So next is cold-blooded animals. So animals such as reptiles, fishes and amphibians like frogs that cannot control their body temperature and therefore become sluggish in cold weather. Means when the weather become cold, their blood also become cold. Means they get easily affected by the external environmental conditions. So one more example is alligator, as you can see in the image, alligator. So this alligator hunts its prey by lying still and waiting. This methods require very little energy and effort. So the chances of getting food are minimum but enough to meet energy demands of the cold-blooded alligator. So who can get by with infrequent meals? Most ambush hunters are generally small because a successful hunt depends upon their not being detected. So these type of reptiles and other fishes etc. are cold-blooded animals. So we have completed today's topic. Now these are some homework which you have to do at your home. This information you have to collect from the internet and write down in your GK notebook, which I have told in the first video to make. So I hope you have enjoyed the videos, students. Thank you for watching the video and stay tuned. Have a nice day.